Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can cut the upper bodies of this beautiful stylish bustier gown with a queen Anne neckline. So if it's something you would love to learn, do well to watch to the end of the video, like, share and subscribe. And if you are new on my channel, please do well to hit on the subscribe button. Subscription is totally free, and most importantly turn on the notification bell so you can be notified anytime we drop new videos. So let's go right into it. So the first thing is to take our basic measurement. From the top of the paper is my shoulder line and my starting point. I'm going to come down from there to mark my bust point. From my shoulder to my bust point is 10 inches, and I will mark that across this way. Then I'll come down to mark my under bust. From my shoulder to my under bust is 13 inches. I'll mark that and extend the point across. So the next point is my waistline. From my shoulder to my waist in front is 16.5 inches. I'll mark that all the way to get a straight line. I'll go ahead and extend the point across this way. So this is my waistline, this is my under bust line and my bust line. I'm going to come to the top here, divide my shoulder by 2, and then at that point I'll come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. I'll come here to mark my neck width of 3 inches. From the shoulder slope I'll connect back into the neck width. So the next thing is to mark our arm length. How to get your arm length: divide your bust by 6, then add 1.5 inches. So I got 7 for mine. I will extend the point across. So this is our chest line. I'll come here and impute my shoulder measurement here to get a straight line. I'll connect from the shoulder slant to that point. I'll come here to mark the midpoint of this line, and the midpoint of 7 is 3.5. I'll come here to mark my bust circumference divided by 4 on the chest line. Then at the midpoint of my line here, I'll come in by half an inch. Then I'll connect the point to form my armhole this way. So the next thing is to mark our dart, and to mark your dart you divide your nipple to nipple measurement by 2, and it gives me 3.5. I'll mark the 3.5 on all the 3 lines and connect the point with my straight line like this. So I'll come to the under bust line. I'm going to mark 1 inch here. If you're a plus size person, you can mark 1.5 inches and then 2 inches on the other side. I'll mark the same thing on the waistline, mark 1 inch on both sides of the line and then connect the point this way. Then from the bust line I'm going to come down by 1 inch. Then I'll use my curve rule to just connect from the under bust to this 1 inch like so. So I'm going to connect from here, from this point all the way to the midpoint of my armhole like this. So you're going to tighten up this place. I'm going to mark half an inch on both sides of this line, and then I'll connect back into the initial line with my curve rule like so. So whatever we took here for our over bust tightening, I'm going to replace it here so we don't have any shortage. Then I'll reconnect my armhole like so. The next thing is to impute our round body measurement. We've already marked our bust measurement. I will replace that 1 inch we took for that, then add 1 inch for sewing allowance. I'll come to the under bust line, inside my under bust measurement, replace the dart of 2 inches we took, then add my sewing allowance. On the waistline I'll do the same thing, mark my waist measurement, the 2 inch for that, I'll replace it, then add my sewing allowance. I'll go ahead and connect the point together. So I'm going to mark my bust point, and to mark your bust point is the difference you have from your shoulder to your waist in front and back. For mine is 1.5 inches. So I came down from the bust line by 1.5 inches and reconnect back to the bust point this way. Mark our queen Anne neckline. From the armhole I'm going to come in by 2 inches, but it depends on how wide you want this space to be. Then I'll connect from the neck width all the way to the 2 inch this way. So this is our queen Anne neckline. I'm going to come up here by 3/4 of an inch here. This is to prevent any form of bulginess around this place so that this place doesn't gape at the end of the day. I will connect it back to the armhole. So we are going to cut this place out. It's a 2-in-1 neckline. It has like a sweetheart neckline here. So from the chest line I'm going to come down by 1.5 inches, but it depends on how deep you want your sweetheart to be. Then I will connect it back into the chest line this way. So this is basically it for the front pattern. I'll go ahead and cut everything out just so we can work on the front pattern. Make sure to close down your bust dart before you cut out your pattern. So this is the front pattern. As you can see here, it's looking so nice. If you are cutting your yoke, make sure you notch where your yoke is supposed to stop so that you will not have any issue when you are joining it. Make sure you notch it so that you know where you are joining it from. I notch mine there. Please do the same. So for the back pattern, I've already gone ahead to rule out the necessary lines we need: the bust line, the waistline, and my zipper allowance. So I'm going to come to the shoulder here, mark my shoulder divided by 2, come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. I'll come here to mark my neck width of 3 inches, just the way we did for the front. I'll connect my shoulder slope, come down to mark my arm length. Make sure all your measurements are taken after the zipper allowance. You are not taking your measurement from the zipper allowance, okay? I'll extend the point across this way. I'll mark my shoulder measurements here to get a straight line. I'll connect from the shoulder slope to that point. We are basically repeating what we did on the front pattern. So I'm going to come here to mark the midpoint of this line here, which is 3.5 for mine. I'll go in at that point by half an inch. Come to the chest line, divide my bust circumference by 4. Then I'll connect my armhole this way. So I'll come here to impute my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. I'll mark it on the bust line, on the waistline. Then I'll connect the 2 points together. Then on the waistline, I'm going to mark half an inch on both sides of our dart leg. I'll connect from the bust line all the way to the half inch this way. The next thing is to impute our round body measurement. We've already marked our bust measurement. I will add my sewing allowance. Come to the waistline, divide my waist by 4. The 1 inch for that, I'll replace it, then add my sewing allowance. Then I'll go ahead and connect the point together. Now I'm going to come to the zipper allowance here on the waistline, mark half an inch and slant it up. This is to prevent our zip from bulging after sewing. We're going to cut out this area we don't need out. Then for the neckline, I'm going to go in by 3.5 inches here. I'll come down from the top here by 1 inch. Then I'll connect from the 1 inch all the way to the 3.5 inches I went in. This is basically it for the back. It depends on the style you want at this point. So this is it for the back pattern. It's a very simple tutorial. So I'll go ahead and cut it out. If you have watched to this point and you have not yet subscribed, please do wait to subscribe, like and share. And if you have any question, don't hesitate to drop it in the comment section and I will attend to all your questions. So this is it for today's tutorial. So you can cut the back pattern like this without cutting the yoke out, but if you want to cut the yoke out, it's fine. So this is the yoke here, you just cut it out, but you can cut it like this so that you don't have too many pieces. Make sure if you are cutting your yoke, make sure you notch where your yoke is stopping so that you don't have any issue when you are joining it. So this is the back pattern and the front pattern. Thank you so much for staying tuned and do where to like and share. See you in my next video. Bye.